Welcome to ETF Leaders, powered by the New York Stock Exchange. Joining me today is Jason Tauber. He is a portfolio manager for Disruptors ETF at Neuberger Berman. Jason, great to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Good to see you.
Thank you. So, Jason, tell me, how can your investment philosophy / active management help investors to navigate market volatility?
Well, I think in this market environment, which is incredibly volatile, a ton of change happening, this is actually a perfect time for active asset management. Even if you think about all the kind of winners from the pandemic becoming big losers post-pandemic, like clearly things are changing very rapidly. We're focused on companies that are not just disruptive, but they're also investable. We want to own companies that are strategically well-positioned, that are either generating free cash flow now, or will be generating free cash flow shortly in the future. And the more the better. We want to own companies that we think can generate more free cash flow than the market does.
Okay. Now, tell me, how are you thinking about the potential impacts of inflation?
Well, obviously growth companies, and our strategy is focused on growth companies, have been disproportionately hurt by the inflation that led to higher rates, just higher discount rate, it's understandable, but they've really oversold relative to what is just rates. It's really what's happened is that rates have driven a broader risk-off environment. We think we may be on the cusp of a change where this inflation, which is both materials costs, energy costs, and labor, is going to start disproportionately hurting the companies that have actually done pretty well so far, which is more value-oriented companies, more kind of traditional companies. And we'll see the market start to come back to growth companies that can grow in any environment.
All right, and finally, Jason, tell me, how should we be thinking about thematic opportunities?
Well, I think thematic opportunities are definitely something that should be a satellite position within a core strategic asset allocation. If we look at what companies have generated the most alpha, the most outperformance relative to the market on a 15-year basis, 20-year basis, it's always been these disruptive, innovative companies, and that's likely to be no different going forward.
All right, well, Jason, wonderful to talk with you. And that's ETF Leaders, powered by the New York Stock Exchange.